Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a full face neutrals using drugstore makeup. So if you want to achieve this look, keep watching. Hey guys, welcome. Today we are working with drugstore makeup. If you watch this channel, you know I use a lot of higher end products. They're my favorite, honestly. Not everybody likes that, and that's fine. So I just grabbed, some drugstore items. So let's hop right into this video. So I did one eyebrow already for the sake of time. I used the Morphe Definer Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Java. It has just like that slanted applicator. Just follow my natural brow shape. But first, I'm just going to brush my brows upwards like so. Take the pencil and just hit it right underneath. I always like to kind of go upwards. That's kind of where my arch is. Brushing up your brow hairs, it blends the product. The spoolie does. It softens it in a way. Now that we have that, I'm just going to go in. I'm going to just clean up my brow, but I'm also going to be adding a little bit of lighter concealer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and this is in the shade Golden Amber. It is a warmer tone of a concealer. I'm also going to be highlighting with this concealer. Take the applicator here, the concealer. Alright guys, there's something going on. I drop it right on the lid. I'm going to take my brush. I don't have any drugstore brushes, but the drugstore brushes that I recommend are e.l.f. Take a little bit of loose setting powder. I have the Maybelline setting powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in number 20. It's a little messy, so I can't really show it, but I did choose more of a yellow, did choose more of like a yellow tone powder. I brush here, and we're just gonna pop that right over the lid to just set our eyes. And now you have a eyebrow, not an eyebrow, Lord be with me, eye base to work on top of. I have this e.l.f.'s retro eyeshadow palette. I will link it down below. I think it's still available, but this palette right here is great quality. The shadows blend. It actually has pigment. It has came a long way because drugstore eyeshadows, because drugstore is where I first started shopping for makeup at, were chalky, not blendable, no pigment. Pointless. Not the last time you're going to see me use this palette because it has just such pretty colors. You have like matte blues, like retro colors. You have some neutrals, like it's bomb. So we're going to do something really simple on the eyes. I'm going to take Sandy Balm. It's just like a nice warm tone brown, and we're just going to hit right in here as a transition shade. So your transition shade is going to be the shade that helps your shadows transition, helps them blend pretty smoothly. Like, do you see how this is blending? Like, this was not the drugstore a few years back, which is why I kind of really stayed towards higher end makeup. Let's do like just like a neutral color. The reason I start off with like neutral natural colors is because that's what a lot of people like. The next one I'll probably do like some color. The crease with the coconut shade, and we are just building up and giving our eye a little definition here. Now the mattes in this palette could be a little better. I'm gonna just take a bronzy color, tuna, and we're just gonna pop that right on the lid. I love using my finger, but I'm just going to use this fluffy brush here. I'll use the other side of that brush, and I'm going to take Canvas. It's like a matte white, and I'm just going to do a little brow highlight and blend that in. e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner. It has a pointed tip and it glides pretty nicely. Ardell 3D Faux Mink in the style number 863. Really like these lashes, and of course my favorite glue, which is the Duo Glue. I'm gonna prep these. I'm going to be taking the Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. For all skin types, 76% natural origin ingredients, shade 360. It says natural look, buildable coverage, 12 hours of hydration. Let's give it a go. I love a good tinted moisturizer, but there's no SPF in this, is it? Nope. I love tinted moisturizers though. Love them, love them, love them. It's like a tube like this. Foundation brush, just take whatever brush you have or your sponge. I'm just gonna blend this out. Okay, so I did do one light coverage. This does go a long way. It does feel hydrating. It does not feel heavy. That is the problem that I've had with drugstore complexion products. They feel heavy on the skin. This feels super lightweight, hydrating. I like it. Like how far makeup has came, and we've been able to just like, you know, to witness it. So I'm gonna take the e.l.f.'s Hydrating Cameo Concealer. It's a satin finish. I'm the shade Deep Chestnut. With the tinted moisturizer, you very much can go in with a second layer. And I like my concealer to do a little bit more coverage. You know, that lighter, I would say more of a lighter application. You can use 100 products, but just use very little of each product. Okay, now this concealer is bomb. I'm doing that concealer 10 out of 10 already. The concealer is good. Come through e.l.f. It's giving coverage. It's giving moist. It's not giving dry. Now I'm going to go in and do my highlighting shade, which is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the shade Golden Amber. This concealer kind of reminds me of NARS Shape Tape, just the way that it's kind of built. Smells a little funky, but that's okay. Go ahead and blend this out. So far my face feels really good. That's the problem I had with drugstore makeup. It was always too heavy. The colors were always orange for us deeper skin tones, but complete game changer. Okay, so I'm feeling the highlighter so far. You know, I'm liking this concealer, but I will be honest, I do love the e.l.f.'s Cameo concealer a little bit better. This concealer is good too, but the e.l.f.'s Cameo concealer is taking me upon the storm right now. Okay, it's winning me over. So, Fit Me Powder I used earlier in the video. It's messy. I'm just going to set under our eyes here with this powder. Powder you do not have to use a lot of, and I would not use a lot of this powder here. Seems pretty high coverage. Smaller brush, just saturating it and just setting in all the right places. Brush, and we're just going to just make sure we blend all that out. That's not all that powder. I like the powder. I like how it's setting. Most definitely a little bit on the drying side. Take this black Opal Suede Mocha. This is their True Color Cream Stick Foundation. I've been using this shade for a minute. It's a nice warm tone. I love it for contouring. Now, I did pick up the e.l.f.'s Putty Bronzer. Honestly speaking, I love the colors. I give that an A1, but I don't like how it feels. It feels pretty greasy. Like it feels greasy on my skin. So I'm just going to go ahead with my OG product here. When you're using this, I do recommend using a pretty dense brush. I don't have a powder bronzer. My favorite bronzer is from e.l.f. and it's the Turks and Caicos Duo. That was one of the first bronzing powders I've ever used, I think. It's my favorite. So I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to use some of my regular bronzer. The blush, I found one blush, but I lost it. Now I picked up another blush. It's the Primer Infused Blush in Always Rosy from e.l.f. It's kind of like my go-to colors. So I guess it's infused with the primer. Ooh, she's pretty. Avi Rose color. Did not pick up any setting sprays. For my next drugstore tutorial, what kind of setting spray would you guys like me to use or pick up or see? Any recommendations down below. The blush, the e.l.f. concealer, and the tinted moisturizer. Speechless. I'm gonna use this NYX pencil. It's the NYX pencil. I brought the pencil in Club Hopper, but I really miss this NYX Expresso. I think this is one of my first lip liners because when I was first starting out with makeup, it was so hard to find just like a good brown liner. And I'm going to be using this NYX Expresso liner. I like it. It's reminding me a little bit of the Huda Beauty one I use in Rich Brown that I always use on my channel. Maybelline lipstick in the color 940 Touchable Taupe. I'm going to take the Lifter Maybelline gloss, and this is in the color, it has hyaluronic acid locks in moisture in clumps. Okay, shade 10 I believe. Ooh, and it shows. Okay, so there you guys have it. Thanks for watching this video. When I say I love this look, I love this look. It feels good, feels comfortable. That is the issue that I've had with drugstore, is that it feels heavy and the colors are all off and the shadows don't blend. It's a complete upgrade in this day and age. So everything will be linked down below, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
What's next? But all I know is step by step. But then again, I don't wanna wait for bliss when all I really need is only lavender dreams, baby.